Year after year, we come together during the summer to celebrate Pride. We watch parades and performances while we cheer and wave our rainbow flags. We laugh and smile, give out lots of hugs, and embrace our community's diversity. Pride in recent decades have been celebrations full of positive energy.
But the current protests happening in North America and worldwide remind us that Pride has a history beyond a big parade. Just like the Black Lives Matter movement, Pride also began as a protest against police violence towards the LGBTQS+ community.
We choose to host and celebrate our events in June because of the Stonewall riots that took place in 1969 following a series of police raids. These riots were led by a Black trans woman by the name of Marsha P. Johnson, who we will be forever indebted to.
This year's Pride festivities look very different as we move to celebrate through various online platforms. It also looks very different as our position as a community is changing. We move to center Pride around our Black, Indigenous, folks of color, and mixed folks in the lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, two-spirited, intersex, asexual plus community.
We move to use our platforms to advocate for racial equality and to champion the Black Lives Matter movement more so now than ever as we begin to dismantle racism as a collective group. We have shown through our inaction that we have become complicit as a society that complies and benefits from systemic racism.
You might be feeling helpless, overwhelmed, and confused on how to help. There are many ways to be involved in the fight for social justice. Volunteer, continue learning, and donate to organizations that support anti-racist work. Do research and have tough conversations with friends and family. Challenge yourself to create content that keeps the conversation going.
This is a moment that calls for empathy and compassion, and we may feel an urgency or a need to participate and help out any way we can. We may be feeling ineffective and afraid to do or say the wrong thing.
It's important for us to remember we don't have all the answers and we won't be perfect in our responses. This moment isn't calling for perfect people. It's calling for people to have understanding, self-reflection, and analysis. It's asking us to step outside our comfort zones, to speak up, and to act where we can. Black anger needs to be honored, Black lives need to be supported and fought for.
Staying silent is a form of violence, and being apathetic feeds into systems of oppression and further harm. The best way you can support is to show your allyship. This means being active in our actions as we work as a community and use our voice for change.
Have open discussions about oppression and diversity. Amplify and support where you can. And remember that a revolution has many avenues. Some are protesting on social media, some are frontline in the streets, some are donating silently online. And some folks are even having tough conversations with family and friends. Folks that are working to unlearn racism, bias, and privilege are all moving together in the same direction.
It is our responsibility to keep up the momentum and never stop learning and growing. This year especially, we want to acknowledge Pride's history and come together in solidarity. We may be unable to get together to celebrate in person, but we want you to know that Pride is not cancelled. You cannot cancel a movement of people. And we will move forward more curious, more open, more willing, and with more kindness to our community.